baby I drew no see dear brothers and sisters, we are so happy. If you are a founder, if you are a guest, rest assured to be happy because you are in a good place at the right time. Before we finish, make up your mind to become a founder. As our daddies, our brothers, our dear leaders are going to talk about our dear OnPassive. Without wasting much time, I call upon our dear brother Gilbert to give us what he has for us today. Brother Gilbert, please take it over.
Yes, so hello.
Hello.
Blessed evening from Ghana as usual. Today I promised I was going to show my face, but unfortunately there is some light out, so unfortunately today that I wanted to show my face, you see whatever.
No problem. That is why we have OnPassive, so no worries at all.
Exactly. Yes. OnPassive would definitely do something about it for us, Yes. As usual, let me use this opportunity to greet everybody on the call, especially, the leaders like Dr. Bill Williams. Good afternoon, sir. You are most welcome. And then the other leaders on the call, Mama Grace, and give to yourself and to all the other leaders. It's another blessed afternoon. And today, we're going to talk about the traffic, targeted traffic in OnPassive. And as usual, Sundays is for Ghana, so I'm going to do it in Chi. And my sister, Anita, as usual, will break it down, or Gifty will break it down when I'm done. Okay, so yes, Adolfo, Michiachi Amunina, Eviei, Samuel Munim Gilbert, me and Ayabeka, Bibifu from Wasem, that is about the traffic, in OnPassive. Sene na nimno, OnPassive, Niema, Ode Bano, and a company in the Bano, a dorsum. Last week, Kaukada Wasem, this year, this, and you may sound Beka. From which is about the traffic, that the company has been talking about. And Munina Munima, OnPassive, you always say one of the backbone of OnPassive, a complete business solution. And Yabano internet, traffic, one thing you can't do without traffic, especially your business now per se. We succeed here. Traffic is very, very, very important. Now, because traffic, car mu traffic, and a car mu traffic. Send traffic is very crucial when it comes to marketing. And your boss, Mr. Ash Mufare, and no crying speciality about the traffic, obian to Mr. Man, in terms of driving traffic. And a very now OnPassive ya womrane bia say Catmo ya see you na or this when mrane no buy na Catmo no which is CATMO no the full way complete automated targeted traffic money na sa targeted traffic na shemu fifino right? OnPassive can catch and say, or building the product, right? Now building via or building one man say, yeah, founders, okay? Now yeah, founders ni via near mana or the applications and our products now or they banu and and I market traffic no market products no as founders, okay? Company ni di or one senior or market products na mayen, right? Into traffic na OnPassive mono me breaking it down into me and I say into two, okay? Uban one side now, as founders, no, right? Mwamunim say positioning very important. My time I would join the business, no, right? Very, very important, very crucial. Now, Ebanisana, one of the advantages are as founders, ne say company ni co-publica. A co-public na say marketing products na. Be joining later as customers, no, right? Yen founders no yen ni and what's yen ni share okay intina ye ka say who joining as a founder na enyo hye say kope obi bra enyo hye say kotwe obi behyem there be company na wo ni hye a odi ato dada yen founders no one of the benefits are ye benya from the company and say company na drive it traffic, right? Beginning as said, I say only companies, be I call into agreements, and also only other traffic, and I say lead generators are call into agreement. Drive it traffic. Am I founders no? Okay, internet say as a founder no, wono. Ye launch ya who said any ejuma ye say wow do anu be catch obi a ene ye wa okay because company no ebe make sure say yen ye links na ye wa as founders no obe marketing no all over the internet say na ebe ya customers no yen ye wo ho na customers share wa say hu be free okay inti that is the traffic that company no can okay inti basically bepe nkrofo ashayase as founders yenu ye what top right it's company no na ye na ejuma e dia amayen company ni be bo ejuma amayen se na ebe ya emfa ho ni da wo join ye so far as we founder no okay company no bepe customers ashawase right that is one aspect of it the other aspect ni say yen fan say why join the company no as a founder nemum no one kasa no wo business a wo ye dada and I say wo ejuma di a wo di dada okay yenim say OnPassive ebe ma ye friend is saying domain say nyina ebe nya ya domains wo OnPassive okay into wo business a wo dada no say wo domain dada o business no apart from say we founder we benye sika e free OnPassive no one kasa o business even is our shop and I say we school be we supermarket be whatever business we are here customers right the tiani say we betimi dey o business no about OnPassive no say who domain na fine say who new domain na OnPassive na ye be ma o domain ewo udin mu say na ebe ya o business na o ye wo other side no OnPassive ebe start driving customers and I say traffic e dey about o business a o ye dada no say na ebe ya benya more customers ombe patronize and as ombe to service bia we offer with no private business no okay iti enye say yen founders no be customers ama yen keke but then say one kasa wo ejuma dia wo di dada okay yen fan say memfa yen nyina yen Facebook say wo product bi wo Facebook okay na say who hear more customers ama omoehu particular product a wo na who say e was say auto traffic e was say otua sika na Facebook say na be ya wo service and our product na wo ton no wo benya more audience ama omoehu the wo ton no okay and traffic na nye free utua sika na Facebook na wa ya ma Google so esa de no and a Google AdSense. Say we share video or YouTuber. We don't say woman before we share video no crown. Now we say advert ya poppy. I was say skip advert. Now I say we share winning answer and wait me share video no so winning in a companies editing a dom and as a customers the bomb company but so traffic na bibia ni boarding ni free sir right it was so sika and sana unsanka but na mean there because of yen papa OnPassive yen papa Mr. Ash Mufare any company OnPassive once we founder and I say we customer no sa traffic na nka e was say utua sika wo baby now ye di who services are who offer no unya no as a package e wo OnPassive okay it I say who the aboaba who the aboaba ko kun no ma mienu me fan is because who as a founder na who work company ni mo no company no e be yejuma ma wo atwedom abehye wase se na ebe ya obenya more customers ahye wase se na ebe ya usika be koso who enjoy eno no se one kasa wo business so a wo ya okay who start to me take advantage of your traffic no OnPassive dey my no esa twedom e be ko o business a wo ye dada nti unye sika wo OnPassive mo no
let me see this one more
why na cast
Grace me patcho I am my co-host why because me do I mean me mute why me patcho
okay it
Brother Gilbert in patcho yen se unka
abusuafo na internet in Ghana ya na hard your first ochra ne say
patcho
yeah
patcho mutimenka
patcho kasa
yeah it's
yes it's na make say di ebo baako ku enuma mienu yemfa ne sa because as a founder of the company no be ye ejuma ma wo atwedom abehye wase se na ebe ya obenya customers be bria shawase abrawo nye hwe okay na unya more customers no enu su che say ubenye sika more every company no ansana wow business a wo ye dada ebia wo supermarket bi wo big shop bi wo clinic bi say school educational center whatever business we need the customers no wo domain are fine we need domain company no OnPassive ma domain I say website wow website for business no and wama we no wasa twedom okay e dia about business wo ye dada iti didi wa ha no na wo say didi wo business no iti OnPassive na nkasa be boosti wo business na ma o dan say wanka wo ye wa de say na me kan no traffic no enya for internet no so upe quality traffic it comes with money I say utie sika wow upese ohu bia no de foul product called Facebook na yes ube market ya per audience na share amount I say utie amount and I say call Google right na share amount ubetia sometimes utie as can crowd unya the necessary targeted traffic now open by yen papa Ash Mufare you know approving am we are singing based on the businesses away dada e ban say yeah directed traffic targeted quality traffic obia onto samano Mr. Ash Mufare yeah papa obia onto no and it's on the ehihye we aba no say traffic eka yen business products or the maye no targeted traffic kan ho e was say ye niji bebre because we approve e bibi obetimi aye enu ntina ye running catmo no targeted traffic ehemu finfin wo ho no who enjoy traffic no now who enjoy dollars right inti me say summary send me summarizing you know any me person me waste time meja ama empanyifo ni bi ato aso me dem ase bebre
Yenia bema yenso yeda wase nyame nhyira wo so wenya adaagye na wapensen pensimu edi amaye ye pacho yenia ba sister Anita wo ho a omitu hu na ebo ne tofa e wo brofo mu ansa na ye papa Bill abaso sister Anita me pacho omitu hu na ebo ne tofa e wo brofo mu emaye.
Greetings, everyone. I hope everybody is doing bombastic, fantastic.
Anita, let me have 1 minute, me pacho.
Yeah,
Just
go
1
ahead.
minute. Miss Ramo, Anita, yeah, Papa no was sent you back. I'm saying, better take your time, Nekaka. Yes, I'm coming in the Baba last. It's Miss Ross or Casavia. Anita Casavia, no afraid Dr. Bill Pacho. Why? Gifty.
I'm a
The oil
pastor.
Q&A, Pacho. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mama Grace. And just to summarize what our brother Gilbert was saying is that, you know, OnPassive is here to generate traffic for those who have businesses already. If you don't have a business already and you are thinking or planning to have a business, especially an online business, something to do with building a domain, rest assured, if you are a founder of OnPassive, you will be able to have all these things or all these technology or have access to this technology without having to go outside of OnPassive to build a domain or to generate traffic, which is amazing because for me, I'm a business owner and I told you guys before, I pay for hosting, I pay for a domain, I pay for advertisements. I also pay for something that they call ClickFunnels. And ClickFunnels is what OnPassive is going to be doing for you, which is generating people or an audience or a platform for people to see what it is that you are selling or trying to publicate to the world. And if you are not a founder yet, this is a ring or a notification for you to actually get yourself signed and pay your $97 with taxes, which is $102, and join OnPassive immediately, because OnPassive is taking the world by storm. Not only did he say that, he also talked about the different things that you see when you are on YouTube, Google, Facebook. These are advertisements that you pay for. I have paid for advertisements on Facebook as well as YouTube, and I know how much those things can cost you. And majority of the time, they promise to give you a target audience, which is maybe you can get that target audience. You can say, I want an age group between 35 to 65, for instance, and it is not guaranteed that you are going to get that target audience. It is just how do you say? It is just proposed. Doesn't necessarily mean they have to guarantee what they say they're going to give you. So with OnPassive, you have an amazing opportunity to have access to not only the members of OnPassive, but also a target audience publicly outside of OnPassive to promote your business, to market yourself, to even start a business if you are interested in doing this. So I'm not going to say too much. I'm saying get people involved, get yourself involved. If you're thinking to start a business yourself, this is the time for you to do so. And don't waste no time. All right. We have Dr. Bill Williams here from USA today, and he's going to be also talking to us about OnPassive. We have so many different things that is very beneficial to you as a founder. And this is just one of the products that OnPassive has that is going to change lives, improve education, and also make it very easy and accessible for all of us to communicate worldwide. I know sometimes there's a language barrier for people who want to do business, especially marketing. You want to target people that are your audience, but because you don't know how to spell maybe English or speak a certain dialect, it's difficult. But OnPassive has made this very, very easy. So you can sell your product anywhere in the world and make that money. So this is just to summarize everything that Brother Gilbert said. I know I went a little bit overboard because I'm so excited about OnPassive. I'm going to turn the mic back to my sister, Gifty, and she will be calling Dr. Bill Williams. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Bye for now.
Most welcome. You're most welcome. Thank you, our dear Sister Anita. Without wasting much time, we call upon our dear daddy, Dr. Bill Williams, OnPassive leader, to come and give us what he has for us today. Dr. Bill Williams, please kindly unmute yourself. You are most welcome, daddy.
Hello, thank you, Gifty.
Hi.
Thank you, Grace. I enjoyed hearing from Georgiana. So many wonderful friends. Hey, I don't know that language that Georgiana was speaking, but it sure did sound well. I think I could be put to sleep with that one. Sounds like a mama talking to her baby. Very soothing. Gochi?
Chi.
Chi language. Wonderful. Yeah, you know, I've only been to Africa 15 times, and I only speak a little Swahili. I learned a little Maasai and a little bit of a few languages in Kenya, but sorry, I don't know in Ghana too many languages.
You will learn.
I will learn them. Yes, they sound very soothing.
Yeah.
I want to greet everyone in Africa and Asia, in North America, South America, Europe, that's appearing today on this panel. Your lovely faces that I do see. I want to give you a couple of good words. I'll put up a PowerPoint in just a minute for just a few moments, not for long, and share with you some new information, but things that may be something that'll review what you've already learned. Let me spend a moment talking about the targeted traffic components. That's the topic today. Things that mean a lot to me about targeted traffic. It really is important. And one of the things you need to know is that OnPassive has every URL on the planet. We know where every cell phone is and every computer is. Our database is pretty large. And so we have a very large database which to send targeted traffic to. So we can reach everybody in the world. And, you know, targeted traffic is for the visitors who are interested in what we have to offer. It's not just people that pop in by luck. You get targeted traffic when people want what you're selling. And so we can match up those people that want what we want through SEO, search engine optimization. So we use keywords, we use key phrases, and the closer you get to what people are searching for, I mean, if they're searching for clean water, that's not very detailed. But if you want bottled water made in Switzerland, that's more detailed, right? So you can find what people want exactly and target them with exactly what you want them to buy. So that's the beauty of targeted traffic versus plain old traffic. And we get conversions from follow-up. And I think OnPassive is going to have the best follow-up available. You know, our number one value when we go to market is value, how much better cost our product is. But before they can actually buy it, they have to find it. And that's what traffic's about, is finding something that's a great value. The number of impressions Ash has said are the things that are important. The number of impressions, how many times people see an advertisement or an ad. It takes 6 or 7 times for people to see it before they'll even recognize it in their mind, for most people. And then 27 times before they'll actually buy it. If you look at the average number of images people need to see about a product before they'll actually buy it. And so repetition matters. And Ash has talked about repetition being important for us. He's talked about the fact that OnPassive will never give up advertising and marketing for us. It'll be an ongoing thing from now on. And the thing about it is consistency matters and duration matters. And here's the key. When we have our websites and people come to that website by targeting traffic, they're going to be locked into our system in our business. So your website captures their email. And once it captures it, then they're going to get retargeted. And retargeting is a big deal. Retargeting means that once you get somebody to click on your website, it keeps sending things to that same person over and over again until they buy. If you have retargeting, that means you have one click for them to enter the system, and then they never get out of the system unless they choose to. They could be a month, 6 months, or a year later, they could still be getting ads based on what they want, targeted traffic. And so it builds up every month. So that's kind of an interesting thing about targeted traffic. It doesn't just happen once, it keeps going from now on. That's going to be a big benefit. Let me share with you a screen share, and I want to show you something I put together that's building on what we started talking about in previous times together with you. Let's see if I can start this presentation here. Here we go. Now, people often ask us, why did we choose Dubai to start our big branding campaign on March 30th? It's been just over 6 weeks since we started the big campaign for branding, and we went through the whole month of April with Dubai, the center of the OnPassive world. Well, here's why. This will answer it for you. Dubai ranks #1 globally in hotel occupancy and welcomes close to 4 million international visitors just in the first quarter of 2022. They're in the forefront of global tourism. And what did Ash say? We're going to blitz Dubai for 16 months minimum, and we're going to show these types of pictures on the Burj Khalifa and all around the video screens all over Dubai. We're going to show OnPassive, and Dubai is #1. And what do people do when they're seeing these things? They take pictures of it and videos of the fantastic video display, the laser show, and then they send it home to their friends. And so you've got 4 million visitors in the town potentially seeing everything that we're doing every week for the full 16 months. So that means that millions upon millions upon millions of people will be seeing our ads without us paying anything more, because the videos are sent around the world on social media. Brilliant strategy. You don't have too many places in the world where tourists show up and are taking pictures and sending them home at this rate. So that's one of the major things about what we're doing. We targeted the #1 city in the world. The Tower of Power, the Burj Khalifa, is going to be a statement that will go out among people all over the world that we own the top floor. And so that means 99% of the people in the world don't own the top floor, but 1%, us, the people in OnPassive, we own the top floor. Because if you're a member of OnPassive, you're essentially an owner. You have many of the rights that others don't ever have. So we are going to be able to say we're at the very top, floor 151. And this is also an analogy of the power of being a founder versus being a customer. Those who are just going to be customers and resellers will never reach the top floor in terms of powerful income and influence. So you're going to be an influential person in your town because of your membership in OnPassive. You're going to be the top person in your town, your village, because you're a member of OnPassive. Let that sink in. I mean, you think the mayor's the top guy, the governor? Well, you may find that you're the top person in that area where you live, when OnPassive has matured and become such a powerhouse. A lot of you saw this picture last time where we showed something that the rabbits were bragging about. My carrot's bigger than your carrot. Well, not so fast. It's not always true. What's above is bigger than what's below, right? OnPassive has a lot of benefits that have not been made public. The wise people, the ones who have become founders, well, they may have more to brag about than those who are just going to be merely customers. You know, we have a lot of friends out there, and I know you do too, who don't believe what we're telling them. They think that we have a small deal and that their deal is a better deal. Well, not so fast, right? It could be that we have a better deal. You just can't see it yet. Success is not always what you see until it goes live, until it is launched. Well, we haven't launched, and we're just talking about what we're doing right now. We cannot show you what we're doing in full. And the reason we can't show it to you is because we're going through the launch phase, and it takes each step to be successful. And luckily, we're very close to the point where we're going to pull that big carrot out of the ground and show it to the people. And they're going to know, yes, we have all this for you. We're going to show them all the different processes and programs and platforms that we put together to do that digital marketing and do that targeted traffic that we talked about. So this is all done for you as a member of OnPassive. You don't have to do any of this. I used to build this kind of thing for myself so that I could teach and bring people to my classes, my courses. I ran an institute one time for about 10 years. I ran masterminds for about 10 years. And I taught online and offline. And I would always have to build these things and get everything set up, make a campaign, make a website. I would go to social media and market, try to get followers, build forums, and everything that's on this digital marketing list right here. I had to do that by hand myself, paying thousands of dollars for different websites and different softwares to do it. Well, OnPassive is going to do all of this for us, included for that one low fee that we pay. And when I say one low fee, that means that it's one fee for everything that we produce that's digital. So it's pretty impressive that it's all done for us. And the biggest part about it all is it's high value because of its multiple platforms and small costs. There'll never be anybody who can match what we're doing. Our small cost is going to be lower than any one program of many of the things that I would use and pay thousands of dollars for. I use Kajabi. Somebody talked about ClickBank. And these programs cost a lot of money per month. And our program is going to cost less than those. And we'll get 10 times more than those. So big value. Let's talk about fortuitous meetings. You know, I was lucky to get to go to Orlando and meet with Ash a year ago. When I met with Ash last year, he had this painting, and that painting was done by a fellow founder named John DeWeese. John's 83 years old, and he joined in 2018. So I met John yesterday. Actually, it's on Saturday. I met him. And so he brought me a gift, and it was, if you can see, it's the same painting, a copy that he made for Ash. Fortuitous meetings. I want to talk about your good luck is that you fell into OnPassive by somebody asking you to come to a meeting or to come to an online session, or, you know, you answered a phone call, person-to-person meeting. So you are very fortunate to have been asked to look at OnPassive. I was very fortunate 2 years ago that some dentist in Dublin, Ireland, that I was just talking on the phone to actually told me about OnPassive. And I joined without even a hesitation because I knew, because of the reputation of that dentist, I knew that it was real, it was good. And that's one way that we have promoted it, is just by reputation and trust. So this weekend we had the Atlanta Founders Meetup, first one that we met here in Atlanta with a group of friends. So I just want to show you a few pictures of what happens when you go to meetups, what happens when you gather with friends. So this fellow on the left side with me is Michael Morse. And I was having a conversation with him about 2 weeks ago. And I said, Michael, what do you want to do? What's your goal in OnPassive? And he told me, and I said, well, why don't we do something together then? Why don't we work together and try to get a group going in Atlanta that meets physically rather than just online? And so just out of that conversation, we decided, yeah, we're going to do this, and we're going to join up with a bunch of folks at a restaurant and just have lunch. So here we are having lunch on Friday. And it's funny, I invited 7 leaders and 20 showed up. So the word got out, and people really want to come to a local meeting to meet the other people in a group. There's energy and synergy in being in a group. So once you have that idea, then you bring in your friends. And I suggest you bring in the leaders first to kind of get a sense of where you're going, what you're going to do, and just start planning something. But this is Dr. Cheney Davis and Oscar, her husband, over on the left. And they're big leaders here in Atlanta. And then over here is Pastor Ron, and he's a big leader with his wife, Pastor Tony. And they surprised me because they have really done well with meetups around, and they have like 3 or 4 different meetups around the U.S.
Dr. Williams.
Yes.
Dr. Williams, your PowerPoint, your screen share is showing the Dubai and Tower of Power, but not the photographs. You might want to exit this. Yes, exit the share screen and re-enter again. That should do the trick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see it, but y'all don't, huh?
Right. That happens with Zoom.
Yeah, I see it now that I'm up there. What craziness is that? All that, huh?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Do you see it now?
No.
Let's see if I can get there.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Is that changing now?
We see
Yes,
it now.
you see the bunnies.
Yeah. Did you see the bunny earlier?
No, just now, right now.
Okay. Well,
The bunny and carrots.
I won't repeat it all because you heard it, and you can look at it quickly and assume. And you didn't see this slide either?
I attended the webinar late, so ask Grace or Frank, did you guys see this?
No, this not,
No.
but the other one.
So we just saw the initial screen on your PowerPoint.
Okay, but now it's flowing.
But now it's perfect now.
Good. Okay, so remember what I said. This is the fellow that suggested it, Michael Morris. He said, let's get together. And we got together in a group in a restaurant and had lunch together. And the power of meeting will bring a lot to what you can do. And I think you'll probably find that every group that gets together and has lunch together or talks together is going to really propel that local area into a lot more success. And I was saying, this is Dr. Cheney Davis and Oscar Nunez, her husband, and they're local leaders here in Atlanta with me. And then there's Pastor Ron and his wife, Pastor Tony, and they have multiple meetings all over the Southeast. And they meet with people in South Carolina and up and down the coast, and maybe, I don't know, I think it says New Orleans even. So they're all over having meetings. And this fellow had such an interesting idea. Stephen Watson put together the Catmobile. How many of you seen the Catmobile? It's a car with a magnetic sign on it. And so Stephen on the left made these and is offering to anybody who wants to also buy one from the same company that he bought his from. He did the artwork, so you can get this for less expensive, I guess, than he had to, because he had to create the original artwork. So Stephen is in Atlanta, and so he got one for his friend over here, Michael Morse. And we are just moving forward with friends helping friends. And so this is how it works. And this is really interesting to me. You know, this lady here is a celebrity, because she was in Dubai at the launch of the Burj Khalifa big extravaganza, where everything was first done on the 31st or the 30th of March. And so she was at our meeting, because she lives here in the Atlanta area, but she was traveling to Dubai that very week. So she shows her picture here of her right there in front of one of the signs. I think it's important that we all look at what's potential for us to support our friends. I got a friend here, Dr. Delbert Warner, and his wife, Flora, and he's a dentist practicing in Atlanta, and he's like 83 years old. He wants to retire, but he hasn't got enough to retire. And so I said, Delbert, you don't need to keep working at this age, particularly in dentistry. It's hard work. I said, you need to be an OnPassive. And so he became a founder a year and a half, and they have many children. They've got a lot of families. So they bought positions for every one of them. And now he is pretty much set. His retirement, as soon as OnPassive kicks in, is going to start looking very good. And so I would suggest to anyone that a family dynasty is an important part of being in OnPassive, because once you become a founder, your family is set for generations. That's the way we see it. That's what we believe is going to happen, is you're not going to have any problems from now on when you have OnPassive as something that you are a part of. And here we are with the painting. I'm holding it up, and Dr. Delbert's wife, Flora, is giving me a hug, and I'm holding the painting. And this guy right here next to me with a white beard, he's the painter that painted that picture for Ash, and he's the one that painted me a duplicate. His name is John DeWeese. And I just wanted to compliment him for coming to our meeting. He says he's over 85 himself, and he still believes in OnPassive. He's been in since 2018, and he's a real believer. So that's all I wanted to share, and I'm glad that I'm part of this group. I'm glad that we can answer some questions and just be here for promoting local meetups and everybody to be successful in their own family, so that they can then be generous to their community, and then they can be generous to their region and state and nation, be a nation changer. And as I come back on from my slides, I see Tony and Lynn are here. Glad you saved me from that debacle Oh, the slide's not changing. I didn't even know it. Back to you, Giffy. And Grace, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. That is a very nice presentation. I'm very glad. Gifty, please, can you come in? Mute yourself. Sister Georgina, can you please unmute yourself and just talk about something for us? Yeah. Oh, Honeymoon is around here.
Yeah, I was muted. Okay. Yeah, now it's okay now. So yeah, sorry. Thank you, dear Dr. Bill. We really appreciate you for such important information that you have given us today. We really appreciate you. It's time for Q&A. Emre aso say ye baby star and some ye daye papa se e won kranche some ne eni da ho ne eni bia some a ode abre ene enwumre ye besre so wa sem bisa no apagya onsa kama na wa bisa afi nso so we ye founder aha enye founders ye baby star founders question enti ne all founders only dear e wo na ye general question dia besre obetimi apagya onsa na wa ebisa emra em say ensa bia empagya ye no. Okay, Brother Tyrone, please kindly unmute yourself and ask your question. If you have any question, you can kindly raise up your hands. We have Brother Tyrone here. Kindly unmute yourself and ask your question. Hello.
Hey, Tyrone.
Oh. Hi, Tyrone. Okay. So as he is preparing, we'll call upon our dear leaders. We have our dear Brother Collins here. Kindly unmute yourself and top it up for us as our dear Brother Tyrone. Okay, he has unmute now. Okay. So Brother Tyrone, please ask your question.
Good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Is the name Tyrone and not Tyrone?
Tyrone?
Yes.
Tyrone, Tyrone.
Yes, Tyrone. Go ahead.
I am one of the members who attended the meeting in Atlanta on Friday with Dr. Bill. I just want to make a small correction, Dr. Bill. The vehicle, the black vehicle that Michael Morris is standing beside is not Michael Morris. The actual vehicle belongs to Tyrone Gaskin with the Catmull magnet. I need for you to make the record clear. I thank you. My aha moment, may I?
Sure.
My aha moment came December 2020. When I was introduced to OnPassive, I thought about what the internet has done in the past. And going forward, seeing what were being presented by Mr. Ash, I knew right then and there, products will always guarantee you success. No products means you're going to go around in circles, MLM. People at the top are going to win. People at the bottom are not going to achieve anything. So when I saw what products were being offered, I didn't think twice. December 9th, 2020, I signed up right away because I saw what OnPassive can and will do for the world. Not just for me and my family, but for all the families in the world who are paying attention. I thank you.
You're welcome. Who is muting the people like this? Please unmute yourself back, please.
Yeah, when I mute, then I can't unmute myself. I don't know why.
Don't worry, just leave it like that, please.
Okay, Brother Collins, please unmute yourself and top it up for us, please. Brother Collins.
Hello, Sister Gifty.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, Collins.
Hello, Dr. B. William. Greeting everyone. Our grace. So I'm just happy to be here again. I was just sitting.
You are here.
I just want to listen to others without talking. You know, sometimes when you sit, the more you listen, the more you learn. So I'm just learning from others and not to talk today. Gifty, when you pulled me again.
Collins, where are you? Raise up your hands, please.
It's me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so I'll be talking throughout until my voice is already gone.
Just get some whiskey, please.
Yeah. Yeah, so what can we say about OnPassive? It's the joy of OnPassive. That's why we are here, you know, because of what Mr. Ash Mofara has done and what he's continued doing, you know, that's why we are here. We said a company that is built from the heart, you know, without the heart, there is nothing, you know. So when we look at OnPassive compared to all the other IT companies that are out there, we can see that OnPassive is a company that will blow the world. You know, as Mr. Ashford said, things will reshape. And again, I always like to quote from his famous word when he said, if mankind are not able to eradicate poverty, poverty will eradicate mankind. You know, that is one of the powerful words that I learned from Mr. Ashmofara. And he go again to say he wants to leave the world in a better way than when he came in. You know, when you come into this world, you see it in a way. What type of footprint do you want to leave? You know, we were born like, you know, God created all of us to leave footprint for sure. There is no way you can leave this planet Earth without leaving a footprint. But what type of footprint would you leave? Is it a good one or a bad one? How do you change your society? You know, through OnPassive, because OnPassive is here. They have given us the platform to do something good for mankind. And the way we want to use it will depend on us. We have a product called O Bless. Though all the products are really powerful, but O Bless is the crown of it all. And how we will use O Bless to change our society, the people around us, will depend on us. And at one point, when you look behind, you ask yourself, what have I changed when I was given this opportunity? You will ask yourself that question, and it's up to you to stand before your own creator and decide. Because what Mr. Ashmofara is doing, he's also leaving his own footprint by changing 1.3 million people, bringing them all into one platform. People of different color, different creed, you know, different culture, and now we are all one family. And the only language we speak is the OnPassive language, a language that will change mankind for good. And I just want to say, let us sit back, reflect, look at OnPassive, and follow the movement and enjoy the journey for now. Thank you, Sister Grace, and thank you, Sister Gifty, for giving me this platform to speak to you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Ebusiafo, yandi etwi na anti wo ha, wo pese o ka twi ya me ha ho. Ye frefren kofo no, ye were just 15 minutes. I say you free so tim bisrew. O asem bi busa, obo modern apija wo sa, ne ya frew. Nti baby amedu no, ye be san fre Tony Mom. Me pacho, obo modern apija wo sa, no we mute hu na wabaso. Ye ya ba twifo ayi wo no broni kasa. Tony, please, can you unmute yourself and just talk about something for us? Thank you. But what is going on today? Give to the Akasameba. I'm coming. I don't know what is going on.
Let me, I'm gonna unmute, take away the forced mute so then people can unmute. Let's make it easier. Okay, Tony.
Oh, thank you so much, Lynn. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I came in late. Sorry for being late, but I'm glad I'm here. It's nice to see everybody. I don't know what Dr. Bill was talking about, but I'm sure it was fantastic and very informative for everybody. What I want to say to the new people that are here is that you can't compare OnPassive to anything else. Any other corporation, big corporation that you guys are familiar with, like Apple and Amazon and all these other huge corporations, all of them started in their garage or their dorm room or their basement. OnPassive isn't starting in the garage. OnPassive is starting at the top. Okay, we have 2 floors in the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Okay, you need to know somebody to have 2 floors in the Burj Khalifa. You need to know somebody important. So we are starting at the top because we want to be the correction to the corruption. I mentioned that the other day. Someone said to me, they said, well, how egotistic to start at the top. Why can't you people start at the bottom like everybody else, like every other corporation that started at the bottom? And I said, well, how can we be the correction to the corruption if we start at the bottom? If we start at the bottom, we can be stepped all over by these big corporations. They'll stop us before we even start to become the correction to the corruption. So we're starting at the top. Starting at the top is a much better position to be in, to be the correction to the corruption. So we're turning everything upside down. It's an automated system. It's a plug and play system. There's nothing you need to do. All you need to do is just be engaged. Make sure the more you're engaged, the more inspired you become. And you eventually become a leader as well, like some of us here. And because of the inspiration that you have to help other people come in and share this vision with us. It's an amazing journey. I've been a member since 2018. Okay, so I've been a member right from the beginning of this whole thing. And I've been doing this internet marketing thing since 1996, which is about 26 years. I've been involved with probably over 30 launches. Most of them failed. Some of them lasted for about 2 or 3 years. It wasn't sustainable, only because they were focused on the profit part of it. They weren't focused on the value. OnPassive is focused on value and people first. Okay, and when you focus on value and the people first, the money just naturally follows that mentality. So we're in very good hands. Give a hug to the person that brought you here, because they don't gain anything from you being here and becoming a founder, by the way. They're only bringing you in because they want to give you the same opportunity that they have. And we're going to make a big difference on this planet. A lot of us, because most of us are philanthropists by heart. Ash Mafar, who's our CEO, is a huge philanthropist. On his days off, he goes out and feeds the poor. Him and his family, they go and buy groceries and they feed the poor. He wanted to duplicate himself, and he did by creating OnPassive and creating 1.3 million founding members. And most of us are philanthropists. We have the same heart and the same vision as Ash Mafara, and he's created multiple versions of himself. Can you imagine the effect we're going to have on this planet by helping as many people as possible? Papua New Guinea, Ghana, all kinds of different places, rural places in the world. We're going to make a big difference, a huge difference. Thank you so much. I'll pass it back to you, Sister Grace. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. You're welcome. Thanks so much. Give to you 10 minutes.
And so also it's na me giant. Me patrol bebre say eduremra ye wo ensembisa. Enti ne so wo asembisa mesre wa apagya wonsa. Emra ye go so frefre ye mpanimfo amom so edi OnPassive for adanse and wo asembisa mesre na wa apagya wonsa. I was just telling our people, if anyone have a question, they should kindly raise up their hands and ask whatever they want to ask. Without wasting much time, we call upon Auntie Lane to also unmute herself and top it up for us. Lane, please kindly go ahead.
Thank you, Gifty.
You're welcome.
Let me mute. Alex keeps unmuting himself, so I'm trying to make sure I can mute him. Okay, I cannot unmute him, so I'm going to force mute everybody again because he's unmutable. Sorry. All right. As I said, I'm very glad to be here. I think Tony covered quite a bit as to what OnPassive is about and why we should be part of it. So I just want to chime in that I think that OnPassive is unique. That's what I think is special. There's no company like it in the entire world. There's no CEO. There's like Ash Mofara. There's no humanitarian, 100% humanitarian focus like OnPassive has. And no one really does offer an done for you system where AI does everything for you and that your success is guaranteed. So when you put all of these things together, we have a stupendous business, a remarkable CEO, and such a great opportunity for those who are visionaries, like most of us here are. And so if you want to know more about OnPassive, just go back to the person who shared this webinar with you and find out more. And just know that the foundership is about to end, probably in a matter of weeks. So if you want to have this precious position of founder, you'll need to take action soon. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, dear Sister Lynn. We really appreciate you. And I said, dear Sister Neka and who here pa so Hana so ubi na tone and sa edi frewa. Founders position NTBA baby trim 97 pe Nina kukusi $102 no abe founder. Obi kan ye NTBA mihuyanka na kechiri. Mihuyanka na kechiri intini so obi na tone and sa frewa. Ye ya bomodia free ni paneti ne link na register na be ye founder sans emini twemu na twem eni se sign area den ebie ebium nti ya kwanya kase a abeto ho edi amaye nti keka ho na ebe ye founder ene na eye nhira ma ho ene wo ma wo nananom ene wabusua santi nyina na eye nhira efa mom Brother Tyrone, please kindly unmute yourself again. Okay.
Brother Tyrone, you have 2 minutes, please.
Yes, this is going to take one. Can we help those that are online with us now change their names and put the country at the back? Because we've been talking about this for months, and still we are still seeing people coming online and not having their correct names and country. So can we take 2 minutes and show those that are online how to make that correction?
Okay.
Thank you so much, brother. Mr. Mudino, number the country cram free moon, asoso. Your time when this maybe trust on yapon, Mr. Next time, Bium, yes, I meeting for Fromo, Pamacho. Say your remoa, or more dear outro dinner. Not crop crowd, you saw the free Ghana over Canada, over Holland, baby, I will be an outro dinner now, they are so pepper. He said, dear Papa Nayan, you will see USA. Dr. Bill so the asoso. He said, "Oh, Ghana, be a grace from Ghana, and I said Christianity from Ghana. Nampacho, but the asoso na ye fe me nyame pamacho. Me nyabe ma me dawase. Uba Ghana for me the Ghana and yeka. Pacho, you were just 5 minutes. Ye beja akonya na papa mensa na onka kitue bi send ye beya ye dibesia because the other Zoom, no, we have to open the other Zoom in the next 5 minutes. So we call upon our brother Mensa, Apostle Mensa, please can you unmute yourself? Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you so much. Dr. B. Williams, Sister Lane, Brother Collins, and all our wonderful people, Brother Tony, for the great presentation, the piece of advice given to us. I believe that this is the moment we have all been speaking about, the aha moment. But I believe strongly that very soon the regret moment is coming when you will realize that I wish I had. I wish there will be no change, no going back. And so this is the moment for everyone. Brothers and sisters, this is our time. Don't let us make this mistake. Others might have made this mistake before, but this is our moment and this is our time. Whoever invited you here, make sure that you get a little and join. Obi odo baye biara. Bomodin menu enche esubetwa menu. Make sure that you join. Na aye inshira na diamom. We thank you so much, all the leaders, and we are grateful for all the great support and presentations that you have given. God bless you so much for your precious time that you are always giving it out just to make things happen for us. God richly bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Me pacho me who say, Mr. Gilbert Amane Sasso, me pacho, omodi ane mute you nekasa, your time no aya asu ewie. Brother Gilbert, please can you unmute yourself? 2 minutes, please.
Yes. This is just to remind all of us, about our upcoming seminar in Ghana. We'll be having a seminar in Ghana on 25th of May. Okay, it's actually a holiday in Ghana, so we want to use that opportunity to organize a seminar for, founders and non-founders. If you are non-passive and you still don't have a clear idea of what it's all about, we want to share, with you the progress that the company has made since 2018. So if you are here, just reminding you, if you have anybody in Ghana, just remind the person that we are having a seminar on the 25th of May. It's going to be in Accra, Adabraka, just opposite the psychiatric hospital. Okay, so the flyers will be shared.
He's just trying to tell us we have some venue coming on this month, 28th of May.
We can hear you.
And it will be in Ghana, Accra, Adabraka. We'll be showing it also in YouTube Live. So people that they cannot go to Ghana, they can still enjoy in Zoom and then in YouTube. We'll give you the update because he's trying.
Grace, we can't hear you. You're going in and out, Grace.
I think she's frozen.
Oh.
So the Zoom just logged me out. I don't know why. So I think we have to end here. And then we'll see us again at the other meeting.
Can we go ahead and just say that what the next meeting is? We have a Team Heroes meeting. The link to that meeting is in the back office. It was just posted by Chris Johnston. So please come on down. We'll have updates by Red Redfern and Marty DeGarmo. And also the IT professionals will be able to present some information to us. Thank you.
Thank you. So we will see us again next week. My Zoom is acting up today. I don't know why. They just locked me out. So I'm sorry for the disturbances. Thank you so much all for coming and stay blessed. We are all in it to win it. Dr. Bill, God bless you.
God bless
see you again
all.
next week.
Thank
we love you all and stay
God
blessed. Please let's connect to the other Zoom.